KFRQ 94.5, the rock station. The late, great Chris Cornell, Soundgarden. 612, welcome to another edition of Homegrown. And before me, I have some pretty crazy-looking cats, man. I got Venomous with us, man. What's going on, Snake?
Yeah, we're here. We're having a great time so far, man.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Jax, Phoenix, what's going on, Jax?
What's going on, Rob?
Bring the mic over. You got to talk into the mic, man.
Thank you for having us over one more time.
And the tiger stripe boot-wearing bass player, man.
Sid Ramon.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
You're good, man. Doing good.
And then the Beast over here.
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
Hey, Beast. Somebody told me that your mom's like really against you playing with these crazy dudes, man. Is that true, bro? Is that true, bro? Be honest, man.
Partially.
Partially? ¿Qué te dice? Esos huercos están locos.
Todas las muchachas que suben al camión.
Yeah, no, man. What does she tell you, bro? Come on over here, man.
Sometimes it's like I can't convince her. Most of the time I have like a hard time convincing her. Like we got gigs in like Harlingen and stuff. She's like, in your room and your work and you gotta practice for school. And I was like, God. And I'll just tell Joaquin to call her, and he pretty much just, hey, let him go. Like, we'll take care of him. We'll change his diaper and all that stuff.
Well, how old are you, dude?
21.
21? Oh, you still live with mom and dad or what, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that's the best way to save money, bro. Is, and eat 3 meals a day and and get your room cleaned. And yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Arríbate el micrófono,
Nomás
bro.
limpiar el cuarto.
Yeah. So what's going on with you guys, bro? You guys, the last time you were here, you had a song that we played. And it was on YouTube. What was the name of the song again, bro?
The song was Wreak Havoc.
Wreak Havoc. That's right, bro. That song was going through my mind when we were riding through with the Harleys over there through the country roads.
That was a fun day,
by
man.
Santa Monica and all that area.
That was
in
the
Willacy
happiest
County.
day of my life.
I know, dude. I was freaking out because these guys, Jackson just bought a motorcycle. How's the motorcycle doing? I heard you dropped it or something, bro.
I lightly dropped it like the third day I had it. I lightly dropped it, but it's okay.
Lightly dropped it.
It's okay. I was like, it was. Remember, I called you. It was messing up, and I was like, hey,
yeah, because you dropped it, right?
Yeah, because I dropped it, and I was like, hey, Dad. Has this ever happened to you? And you were like, no. And I was like, well, it happened to me. So I was kind of like doing that
Well, how
noise.
the hell did you drop it? Or what was it? Were you backing
He was going uphill.
I was going uphill,
look,
and it was a stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, these guys called me and they said, "Hey, I just bought a new motorcycle," and this and that. And I said, "Well, listen, I got a remote in Harlingen, man. You guys want to jump on and just follow me, with your bikes? Let's do it. Let's go ride." So they came over to my pad, or did we meet somewhere?
No,
we
met
met you at Harlingen.
We met here.
No,
we met here. Yeah, we met here at the radio station, and we took off from here. Yeah,
that's right. We met here at the station, and I could tell right away that Jax was a virgin. Dude,
Of driving motorcycles. Let's make that clear. Of riding motorcycles. Not nothing else.
So I said, you know what, Jax? I thought to myself, Jax has never been on the expressway with his bike.
Never.
We're going on the expressway. So, so we try to make it as best as we can for you so you can,
Yeah, right.
I felt like I was on training
we were on the
wheels.
expressway. Everybody was not stopping him, but pointing out on him, taking pictures of Rock because he was in front of us. And like, there was so many cars that would just be like a picture, and he would like do like the horns or whatever, and then they'll take off.
It's overwhelming.
I was
the
like,
amount of people
everybody
that know
knows Rock and Roll James. He's on a motorcycle. There he goes.
I think it was my Clint Eastwood Outlaw Josie Wells jacket.
Yeah. That's how they know you.
I think that's how they know me,
one.
and they know it's me on the bike. But I was keeping a close eye on my rearview mirror at you, Jax, because I wanted to make sure you were okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we got to my remote over there, and we're out there for a couple of hours, and we ate a few hamburgers there because Charlie Clark had put some,
and
pit
good
on.
fajitas.
Yeah,
he puts
good
on
stuff.
Good.
And so I had already said, I know where I'm taking these guys. It's his first day on his motorcycle. I'm going to take him on a really nice cruise. So we went up through 77 to Combs or Primera, the street that takes you, and then we went towards Rio Hondo. And then it's there's a Boy Scout thing over there, a camp, Camp Perry. So I took them through that. If you all have ever been through those roads, you know what they're
Beautiful
like.
country roads.
Beautiful country roads. Now they've got those big old windmills and stuff. But the roads are just never ending. There's no stop. There's curves. And the the fields looked beautiful. They were cut. The grass. It was awesome.
James,
A lot of cattle?
The smell. The smell, like the bougainvilleas or jasmine. I don't know what it was, but the smell of fresh cut grass and everything. You don't get that in the city, man.
No, and you don't get that in a car.
No, exactly.
You got to do it on a motorcycle. And that's what I love the motorcycle.
The wind in the hair and the face. It's
yeah,
wind therapy.
I gotta
It's
tell you,
wind
that
therapy.
day I looked like I had a hickey the next day because I put on my helmet wrong, the strap, and it was all. I kept on like.
Hey,
trying
Rock,
to
we were on
get
our
it
bikes.
right.
We were on our bikes, and we keep seeing back at Jackson. We were like, el helmet, vato,
Yeah.
parecía niño.
My
Yeah, but
helmet,
it's cool,
man,
it's cool.
it was all flying
You
back.
got a cool one now, so.
And then when he rang the bell on his bike, ring, 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 ring. No, just kidding. No, but then we went in. We ended up on that road that takes you to you either go to Raymondville or you go to Port Mansfield. We came all the way back. We went through Raymondville, right?
Yeah.
And then we turned on 88, which is the one that takes you to Elsa. And before you get to Monte Alto, there's 490, and you take 490 to Hargill, and those are just like it's a great ride. And I was I was in the front, and I was just thinking what you guys were thinking because I knew you guys had never hit those roads
I've
before.
never gone through those places, man. I didn't know that existed. at
I
all.
never knew that was here close to us. Those type of country roads. That seems like West Texas type of thing.
Like
and,
farmlands
I don't
and
know.
stuff,
Yeah, it was
man.
very pretty, man.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and then we finally get to Nolana and we get to 10th Street and we're gonna turn and we're gonna go
And I
towards
have
my
a huge
pad.
smile on my
Yeah,
face.
and we turn it up. I'm like I guess 25 feet in front of Jax. He's way in the back, and all of a sudden I hear, "This was the greatest day of my life."
That's true, man.
Oh man, that was great, bro. So what's you guys got some new music recorded
We
or
got
what's
some
going
new
on?
music recorded. We went to Widowmaker Studios with Joshua Lopez,
Órale.
the man,
Yeah.
the wizard.
Yeah,
And we recorded 2 songs. One song sang by me, Jack's Cataclysm, and one song sang by my brother Snake.
okay. Well,
Dead
that's-
Trees.
Okay. Well, look. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and we'll listen to this. We'll listen to the song. I'm interested in here. I like Wreak Havoc. Wreak Havoc is a great rockin' song, man.
Thank you.
So let's check it out coming up in just a bit right here on Homegrown with Venomous and Q94.5, the Rock Station.
This is where the Valley rocks. Q94.5, the Rock Station.
Q94.5, the Rock Station. Got Venomous. It's Homegrown. We're going to hear a song, and then, I don't think last time that you guys were here, I didn't really ask you all about your history, your roots and stuff like that, man, and I'm very interested in finding out where exactly you guys come from because, we've hung out and everything, and I really don't know that much about you all, man. You know
Let
what
me tell you real quick, James. In 2011, my brother and I decided we wanted to make a band. We didn't know how to play guitar. We didn't know anything. But we knew we wanted to, be like the AC/DC brothers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The
Angus.
Malcolm and Angus.
Malcolm
Yeah.
Young, the Young brothers. And we had a dream. So one of our friends introduced us to Siv, our bassist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's a great bass player, and he puts on a good show. You look good on stage, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you can't do the
He's
band. I
he's
guess.
very marketable.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told. Yeah.
Yeah, those were Sam Daly's words. Anyways, we met Siv through our good friend Guadalupe Elizondo, and we got together and we created a band called
The
The
Myths.
Myths.
The Myths,
Myths.
like
The Myth, like
MYTHS.
myth, yeah.
Yes, Myths.
Yeah.
After that,
It was very like spatial and hippie.
pretty cool, man.
we
you know,
wanted to
like,
be like Pink Floyd.
psychedelic,
pretty much.
Yeah.
We wanted to be like Pink Floyd. We had
Well, you all have a very different look from most of the bands down here.
That we do. Everybody in the valley knows that Snake Savage is the prettiest guy in town.
and
the girls go
everybody
crazy
knows
for him.
South Texas Golden Boy Jax Phoenix.
Yeah. There you go. And but honestly, man, I think if I put all the bands in the valley together against the wall, right away we're gonna know you guys are together in a band, man. Even if we mix up the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can.
So
can
then you
spot
got
us.
the Myths going, huh?
We got the Myths going, and after that, our biggest problem was losing drummers. We would always lose drummers, and after we lose a drummer, we would change the name of the band. So we changed the name of the band to, I believe, what was it, Python?
After the Myths, it was Python, and then it became Veneno. At a Cine El Rey open mic, we were like, let's go play an open mic. You want to get out there,
Yeah.
lo que sea, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So we were there, and I didn't even tell the guys, but I signed us up as Veneno, and I told them, you know what? we're called Veneno now, and they were like, okay, that sounds cool, yeah. And then they became Venomous.
Yeah.
So we the name Veneno died in 2013 at Thirsty Monkey. There was a big fight. I got in a fight with a sound engineer that really pissed me off. You know, he was messing with my guitar. So I got in a fight with him, and I mean fist fight. You know, and after that, the band broke up. Our drummer, broke up with us. It wasn't until 5 years later that we found the beast. 5 years later, but
and we weren't like constantly
Snake,
looking, you know. We took a
I-
break too. We were like, focusing on other stuff. So.
Was he cutting his mom's yard or something when you found out?
I think so. He works in Home Depot. He was working in Home Depot with my brother for like months. He didn't even know, dude.
Oh wow! So you all work together.
let me get to that. So
the beast.
So I meet the beast through my good friend.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the beginning of the song I'm about to play, you're gonna understand and realize why they call him the beast. Okay, go ahead.
I met the beast at work through my good friend Cesar Seca. He introduced us, and I knew Rene liked rock, but I never knew he played. You know what I mean? I saw the long hair, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool," but we never knew that he played. I asked him if he wanted to join. He came in that night. He rehearsed with us, and it was like if the stars aligned or something. There was a chemistry between all of us, and we were like, you know what? This was the missing link that we needed.
Well, let's listen to it, man. I want to hear the song Cataclysm. It's on YouTube. It's the new one from Venomous. And on Homegrown. on Q94.5, the rock station. That song is cataclysmic.
Cataclysm.
It's called
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. There we go.
Yeah.
And it's Venomous. And I was checking out the video while we were playing it, and it's interesting that the image of the band goes with the music, dude. You know?
Yeah, it does.
It
That it does.
The look, you guys got that.
We
I
look
mean, you got
pretty
that theme
destructive.
going.
Yeah.
It works.
We look pretty lethal.
Yeah.
I think we're all just naturally that sexy, you know what I mean?
We'll be right back with Venomous on Homegrown. That song was called Cataclysm. Be sure to go to YouTube and check it out.
This is where the Valley rocks. Q94.5, the rock station.
Q94.5, the rock station, 6:40 in the afternoon. That's Breaking Benjamin Tourniquet. And it's Friday, and we usually have, like clockwork, we have Homegrown, and we invite bands to come in and show us their music, their original stuff. And we've got Venomous here with us this afternoon. You know, I was talking to you guys about, you know, your history, and you gave me the history of the band.
Yes.
But I'm talking in particular about you guys, like Snake and Jax. You guys were raised in Mission or what?
We moved a lot. We're one of those families, you know, that you struggle. And my mom was a single mother. My dad passed away when I was 7. My brother was 12.
What happened
That's
to your dad,
1999.
or what happened? Was it an accident or anything?
Nah, man, he got murdered in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got shot.
And how old were you?
I was 7.
You were 7 years old, and your dad was murdered in Mexico.
Yeah, and so right after that, my mom wanted to escape. This was in Reynosa, and
So Jax is older than you.
yes,
Yeah.
we always get this.
So
So you were 8 or 9. How old were you?
I was 12.
You were 12 when that happened to your dad?
Yeah.
And I bet it was a pretty damn traumatic experience for
Well,
you guys.
we immediately matured into men because we had to, you know, by
So
the
you
law
were
of the
living in
jungle.
Reynosa when this happened, or were
Yes.
yeah, at the time we lived a year there and a year in McAllen.
'Cause we were
So-
born. I was born in Brownsville, and my brother was born in McAllen.
you, okay?
You know,
but our family, we did a year here, a year over there. It was very weird. A year here, a year over there.
Like a year in
In
McAllen.
school. A year in school here,
Okay, uh-huh.
and then a year over there.
Okay.
So, another funny thing. I've never been to second grade, dude. When we moved, when my dad passed away, my mom moved to Mexico City. We went far away, and we were over there, little kids, and it was like one of the biggest cities in the world. You know,
it is the biggest.
crazy things going on over there. Very rock influenced over there. They love Guns N' Roses. They call them Los Guns.
Oh yeah,
And,
I mean,
Metallica.
I've
Metallica,
seen-
all that stuff. So
I've
anyways,
seen those
yeah.
those documentaries with Slipknot and stuff.
Yeah,
they fill up
pretty
soccer
big.
fields.
The
over
fans
there.
Metallica.
are loyal over there.
Yeah. So
So-
you were in Reynosa. You were 7 years old. Jax, you were 12.
Mm-hmm.
You're that much older than Snake?
5 years, yeah.
Wow.
4.5.
You all look like you're a lot closer, like
Yeah.
in age. So your dad gets murdered in Reynosa. You're 7 and you're 12, and your mom right away heads to Mexico City.
Yeah, they were already divorced.
Okay.
She was already with my stepdad Alfredo, who just
Oh.
passed away in December. That's my little brother's dad.
Okay.
So he was already with us, and he told her, you know what, let's get out of here, because he knew she was suffering, and we left over there. And the guy took care of us, man. He was great stepdad. Great, never put a hand on
Shout
us.
out to my mom, bro. La
Shout out to my
Leona.
mom, yeah.
La
She
Leona
was a
Moreno.
very strong
I
woman.
took a
Aurora.
picture with her Saturday
See?
night. She was very, she was awesome, bro.
Yeah, very nice woman.
She was
Yeah.
mother and
And she
father
looked-
to
Love you,
us.
mommy.
Yeah. And
So we're over there, and then my brother, he was in 5th grade. I was supposed to go to 2nd, and she forgets all my paperwork, so I didn't go to school that whole year. And then we come back the next year in 3rd grade, and they're like, she's like, no, sí pasó el año, no pasó nada.
you come
lied.
back from Mexico
Yeah,
City.
from Mexico City to
Meca-
Reynosa.
okay, to Reynosa.
And then they signed me up in school, and I go straight to 3rd, so I've never been to 2nd grade, dude. That's crazy. I don't know what they teach there, and I'm a smart guy. So
Yeah. Well, they just, in 2nd grade, you just, as long as you don't color outside the lines.
Doesn't really matter.
So then you were in Reynosa for till
a
what
little
age?
longer, and then after that, we came back to the U.S.
Okay.
And
How old were you when you all moved back over here to this
I
side?
think I was already like 9 or
9 years
10.
old.
So it was like a period of like 2 or 3
Okay.
years that we were like,
Yeah,
And
I was
then
like 14.
And so you were born in Brownsville, and so your parents were on this side before.
Yeah.
They even went to Reynosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that we had houses on both sides.
Okay.
Because my dad had a lot of money. So
I
we
you know
had
what?
to-
I had an aunt, or I have an aunt.
That's why we're the
that was
money
married to a man from Reynosa, and they had a house over there and over here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you guys moved over here to this side, and you've been here since you were 10.
Yeah.
And you were
And
14.
all
Yeah,
over
we lived in
15.
McAllen a little bit, but then like right after, like not less than a year, we moved to Mission and we stayed there. And we've been in Mission. Mission is our hometown. Everybody knows who we are in Mission. We love everybody in Mission.
Did you all graduate out of high
I
school?
graduated out of Mission High School,
Okay.
2010.
You're
Mission
an
High
Eagle.
School. 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
And when you guys were in high school, were you all into music and stuff like that, or
We were into music.
what kind of students were you, man? Snake, were
I
you?
was in mariachi, believe it or not.
See?
For a little bit. I was a vocalist
Okay.
for mariachi, and that's where I learned to develop
there's
my
nothing- you
vocal
know, I
cords.
mean,
That's Jack's. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with doing stuff like that.
Oh, it's
bro.
awesome. We love it.
You know, you
I
you
played in
learn-
a
sing
Tejano
mariachi,
band
man.
called Grupo La Herencia for almost 6 years.
I
you know?
remember that band.
Yeah, we played for almost 6 years. Shout out to my homies, Adrian, Alex.
So you were
Fernando,
playing
and
you were
Eliazar.
playing in a Tejano band, but you had the rock inside you, man.
Oh, I every single time we would jam out because I was the lead singer, so I would get on my knees and pretend
This
like
guy
I
was
was
like a rock
Axl
star,
Rose, you know what I
norteño,
mean?
norteño rock star, you know.
And a norteño rock star, you know what I mean? Kind of like you remember Albert Zamora?
You were the crazy dude on stage with the Tejano band.
Well, you remember Albert Zamora, the
Yeah,
accordion player?
yeah, the
Kinda
accordion
like that,
player.
bro.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
A great performer, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like he's like an Eddie Van Halen of accordion.
Of accordions, yeah. Like
Long hair and everything.
Yeah. And he was one of the first ones to kind of get that image involved with
the long hair,
with accordion.
and
Yeah,
the,
man.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
jamming out, like, dude,
Yeah.
that guy would get on his knees and jam out.
Yeah, but the guy, as a matter of fact, his influence is Steve Jordan, the guy with a parche on his eye,
Oh,
with a
okay.
patch on his eye. That if anybody out there, if you Google Santana, Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead, and Steve Jordan, you'll see them perform together. Steve Jordan is the guy that came out in the movie Born in East L.A.
Oh, yeah.
When Cheech goes to Tijuana and he starts a band, Los Huevos Rancheros, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The accordion guy in that movie is Steve Jordan. And
Orale.
he's the guy I have tattooed right here on my arm, too, as well.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because we were.
That's cool,
We
man.
partied for days, bro, me and that guy. We're like.
You
he's one
party
of my,
with him?
He's one of my idols, bro,
Yeah,
really,
that's
bro.
awesome.
So he fused a lot of rock and jazz into his accordion music, you know. And so so then Albert Zamora comes out and it's just like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you were playing with the Tejano band, and then your brother, was he playing on any?
I was always writing. What I would do is write a lot. I would do a lot of poetry or short story. I actually won a bunch of competitions of writing horror stories in high school. I competed with several high schools and I won. I was a freshman and I beat everybody, dude, easily. And but the point is, one of my greatest mentors that I look up to is Jim Morrison from The Doors. And when I saw that movie, I was like 11, and we were in Reynosa, and one of my uncle's friend, he heard me singing Riders on the Storm. And he's like, "Oh, te gusta Morrison?" And I was like, "Who? Morrison?" And I was like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Hold on." And he brings the movie, the DVD, The Doors movie with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
That movie changed our
Directed
life,
by Oliver
Rock.
Stone. And when I saw that, I was like, I want to do that for the rest of my life, man. I want to be a rocker.
Yeah.
I want to be a rock star. And after that, we were always around music, always.
Yeah.
My grandpa actually was a guitar player, and he would write a lot too. My dad's dad. And so I think it's in the blood.
Yeah,
you know?
it's in the blood,
My
man.
grandma
My
sings
grandma
beautiful,
sings
man.
beautiful, and my
and
mom too.
My mom, my tío Rolando, like
That's
they are
awesome.
singers. So we come from a family of fighters and singers, you know. And I got a little of both.
And drinkers.
And drinkers. And that started with me.
And womanizers.
Oh, that started
Yes.
with me, man. But yeah, man, pretty
Oh,
crazy
man.
stories.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me. And I always like doing this show because I get to learn a lot about local musicians and, their aspirations and their history and their roots and stuff like that. And I appreciate you all stopping by, man.
Rock, last time I forgot to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out really quick to Mary Villarreal. He's our uncle in Palmview. We're going to do that show tomorrow, the Palmview Fest.
Yeah,
Orlando
dude.
Peña too.
Orlando Peña.
Yeah, I want to thank them for, hiring you guys to play, and as well Sons of Texas also.
Yeah,
man.
Sons
gonna
of
be
Texas
there
will be
too,
there.
yeah.
And it's free. And
We're
you
gonna
guys
be there at 2. Sons of Texas goes on at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of other music in between. There's free. It's free. There's a truck show. There's a car show. There's a cook-off.
Women.
There's all kinds of cold drinks, and you know
a lot of cold drink. I promised myself I wasn't gonna drink before I
Yeah.
play, but dude, when it hits 2:30, 2:45, and I'm
Yeah.
off of that thing, I'm gonna go and snap a beer.
Hey, well, just keep it moderate until you get off the stage,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you can really get wild and crazy, man. You can do the Motley Crue stuff, all right?
All right.
Hey, well, we're going to leave you all with a song called Dead Trees by Venomous. This is on YouTube. Go to YouTube, check them out.
Spotify,
Yeah.
iTunes,
Apple Music,
everywhere.
And
Find
go to
us
their
anywhere.
Facebook also, their social media, because these guys are always creating really cool videos to promote their shows, to promote events, to promote Homegrown here, that they were going to be here. I want to thank the bass player, too, man, for
Siv.
coming by,
Thanks
Siv.
a lot. Thanks for having me.
And the Beast, bro. Hey, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And tell your mom that Rock and Roll James says thank you, Mom, for letting the Beast perform with Venomous.
He's
Okay?
probably blushing right now.
All right. So let's check it out. Dead Trees. You all have a good one.
Thank you for having us, Rock.
Q94.5.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Molina.
The Rock Station.
home to the trifecta. Charlie Corona, Sam Daly, and Rock and Roll James. Q94.5, The Rocks.